Oh my God. Oh my God. A white person called me a nigger. Oh my God. I just want to play football. Why? Why white people? Why would you call me a nigger? I just want to play. I just want to belong. You know, when a white person called me that nigger, it just made me feel like a nigger. Oh my God. This is the sound of black people. This is how they react when it's deemed that a white person calls them the word nigger. Isn't that amazing that black people can feel inferior when a white person calls them the word nigger? Hey guys, what's going on? This is the conservative speaking, and I wanted to speak about these beta people speaking about racism once again. Well, in this form, we have two incidences where racism is is clouding the headlines, and it seems to be the case that words seem to affect people more than actual physical things occurring to this very person. So, to make this short, we have the first incident of Brazil's Vinicius Jr. Vinicius Jr. was accusing, or he's making accusations that someone in the stands referred to him as the N-word. Oh, the dreaded N-word. And now he is whimpering and whining and crying about it as he displayed during this press conference. So without further ado, let's get into this so that we can be able to see how much racism is existing in this very world. Okay, guys, I don't know if you noticed this, but if you happen to pay attention to this man's left ear, you can clearly see that he has a dangling earring coming out from his left earlobe. Why is a grown man wearing a dangling earring coming from his earlobe? Why is a grown man wearing a dangling earring? That should be able to prepare us for the inevitable.
Eu tenho que me concentrar muito todos os dias.
What is he crying for? Why is he crying? What the? What a beta. What are you crying for, man? Okay.
Que se siente apoyado por los jugadores, por los compañeros.
Eu só queria jogar futebol, só quero jogar, só quero...
Whoa, wait a minute. I thought that was only coming from the left ear. It's also coming from the right ear too. Is this man walking around with dual dangling earrings? What a bitch.
Fazer de tudo pelo meu clube e pela minha família.
All these people clapping. Beta! Let's see it again.
Eu tenho que me concentrar muito todos os dias.
What are you crying for? Oh my god! Oh my god! I'm crying. It's so emotional. It's like crying over my $100,000 watch and my dangling earrings from both ears. I'm crying because someone said a mean word. He called me the N word.
Que se siente apoyado
What a
por los
beta.
jugadores, por los compañeros.
Beta male.
Eu só queria jogar futebol, só quero jogar, só quero
And this guy is Brazilian.
fazer
Where
de
is
tudo
your
pelo meu
daddy?
clube e pela minha família.
Where is your daddy? Look at all these retarded people clapping for him. Okay, that's enough of that. All right, people. I wanted to show you that, to show you how pathetic these men are. I don't really know too much about this guy. I don't really know his age. Don't really care to know. But he looks like he's in his 20s, and if he is in his 20s, then he is part of the Gen Z population. The type of men that are taught to behave like women. And it makes sense because he looks like a woman. I mean, this man has earrings dangling from both sides of his ear. This man has earrings dangling from both ears. Beta male. And this man is crying over being called a bad name. He is crying because it was reported that he was called a nigger, and it hurt his feelings. I always find it interesting that these very people that are accusing other people of calling them a bad name, all of a sudden start to get upset and break down. I mean, do these people really believe that they are what they're being accused of being called? I mean, by his reaction, I would think that he really is a nigger. Because if he wasn't a nigger, then what is with the theatrics? You know, why overreact like a female if you truly do not believe that you are a nigger? So a white person calls him a nigger, and all of a sudden he truly believes that he starts to overreact and get overly emotional, as if he truly believes that he is. Well, in this case, I truly believe that he is a nigger. What a mess. What a mess. So another example of so-called racism is the Utah women basketball team accusing a group of men using racial slurs against the women. So this incident occurred in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. So in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, city leaders have launched an investigation after members of the Utah women's basketball team say they were subjected to racial slurs from two men who also taunted them using their trucks as players were stepping out for a meal. According to a police report obtained by ABC News, and by the way, the source is by ABC News, and this is fair use, so you can't say that I was stealing. On Thursday, March 21st, team members were headed to dinner when two pickup trucks were revving their engines and speeding by the team as they walked down the street. The trucks then turned around and came back towards the team and yelled the N-word as many of the Utah players are so-called African American. We all know that there's no such thing as African American blacks in America. These people are Black Americans. They are not African Americans. The incident caused a well-founded fear among the players. Oh, so now we're going to be afraid of words. Oh my God. Lock the door. Look, run in your house, lock the door. The dreaded N-word is coming to get you. Amazing. And so here's the head coach, right? Some stupid white woman that's claiming that her players were hurt by the N-word. Isn't that amazing? We had several instances of some kind of racial hate crimes towards our program, and it was incredibly upsetting for all of us, Coach Roberts said. Racism is real, and it happens, and it's awful. If this is your idea of racism, this has to be by far the saddest example of so-called racism that we've ever seen. So let me get this straight. Someone calls you a bad name, and all of the sudden, it is racism? I mean, which one is it? Is it racism or is it name calling? I'm very, very confused. I mean, how is this a form of racism? Can someone please explain it to me? But let me keep going. For our players and staff to not feel safe in the NCAA tournament, it is messed up, she added. Oh my goodness. So the dreaded N-word is what's keeping them unsafe. Oh, I never thought that the N-word could make someone so unsafe. Amazing. What is it about the N-word that is so unsafe? I would like to know. While the Coeur d'Alene Resort was not involved in the incident, the resort manager, Bill Reagan, offered his apologies and said the men in the trucks do not represent the town. On behalf of the downtown business community, let me apologize for this terrible situation and incident. I want to apologize to the student athletes, their staff, and the host, University Gonzaga. Reagan said at the press conference Thursday, these students have a right to walk downtown free of harassment. Don't let the actions of a few indict all of us of Coeur d'Alene. We stand united in not tolerating this type of behavior. Coeur d'Alene Mayor Jim Hammond also extended his apologies to the team, denouncing the incident to the young women who endured racial slurs while visiting. You mean name calling. I offer my most sincere apology. We, all of us, stand with you. We embrace you. We celebrate your accomplishments and strongly denounce any malicious treatment towards you, he said during the Tuesday afternoon press conference where the officials addressed the incident. Okay, I'm going to leave it here. Correct me if I'm wrong. This is Women's History Month, correct? Aren't you women supposed to show strength? How are you women showing strength by being affected by such a word? How are you women showing strength by being affected by the nigger word? Tell me. Please, please, please tell me, because you women are really, really making these other women look bad. You women are supposed to be strong. And yet you're whimping and whining and crying and you're hurt. And you feel unsafe because somebody called you a word that could be irrelevant to you. Or maybe it is. You know, with the way that all of these people are overreacting over the nigger word, I am going to make the final conclusion that you ladies are a bunch of niggers. I mean, because if you weren't a nigger, then you wouldn't overreact like a nigger. So a white person calls you the N-word, and all of a sudden, you feel helpless. Well, that just goes to show two things. One, that black people truly believe that white people are superior to them, because it hits differently when a white person calls you a nigger. It hurts your feelings. But I'm sure if another black person were to call you a nigger, that will be okay. Because truth of the matter is, you hate it when white people put you down, but you're completely okay with it when a black person puts you down. Isn't that amazing? Number two, this also shows that you women are not as strong as you think. All right? You women claim to have strength and you women claim to be strong and stand in solidarity. Solidarity, but at the same time, you are hurt because someone called you a mean old name. Somebody called you a nigger. Amazing. You know, we need to take it back to, well, you know what? Forget it. No. All of you women that claim to be so strong, but yet wimp and whine over words, because words can be so demeaning. Words can be so unsafe, especially when you're being called a word and you know you are that word. All of you women that are claiming, that are behaving this way, I guess you didn't have an opportunity to live during my era, because sticks and stones may break your bones, but words should never hurt you. But in this case, if you're a woman, words cut more than a knife itself. Isn't that amazing? So I would expect this type of behavior from a female, but from that male that was walking around with two dangling earrings, your parents let you down. Mainly, your father let you down, if you have a father. Amazing stuff. But let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment in the comment section after you subscribe to my channel. Click on the like button if you like the video. Share this video because this is very important. Okay? Let me know, how do you feel about racism? Because racism now is when someone calls you a bad name and you feel bad about it because you truly believe that you are what they say. And subscribe to my channel, as I'll be able to provide you content on a double. Also, when you subscribe to my channel, click on the notification button so you'll be notified when new content is coming my way. And with that being said, this is The Conservative. I'm signing out. Amazing. What a bunch of niggers. That's amazing. I think I would like to move to Coeur d'Alene. It sounds like an amazing city to live in.